more importantly, we are contributing to the growth of our great country in which we live, the United States of America. Thank you.
Community. Muslim community celebrating U.S. Independence Day, July 4th and 8th.
It's always good to bring people, by the way. Alright, so we are very fortunate to have many friends here, and you will hear from some of them. We are glad to host this interfaith event, and we hope that you learn about our community here in Chicago, as well as you learn from many other communities represented here. It's this spirit of oneness, diversity, and learning from one another is what our world needs today. I hope you have a good time with us. We as a community have been on the forefront of creating harmony with our neighbors and friends, and this event is an example of us celebrating humanity and brotherly love. It's in that spirit we are hosting today's event. Our program this evening ends with a dinner, and in the spirit of Independence Day, we wanted to arrange a dinner for our guests right under the stars. So we did make a call to our friend up there and told him to make sure the rain goes away. So we've already taken care of that, so nobody has to worry about that. Can't do much about the heat. I know it might be a little bit hot outside, but it'll be a nice dinner served for our guests outside. So please, for those of you that are able to stay with us, please do stay till the end. We're planning on having dinner around 8:15, 8:30. At that time, our community members are also looking at networking. Many of them come from different parts of Chicago. As you know, for our community, this is the only mosque, and people live far away, and they are very excited, especially those of you that are in government positions. They always want to network with you, so that will give them an opportunity. So let's get our speakers going. We have a very good lineup of speakers, so very excited. Every speaker is just as well. But first, I would like to invite our Consul General of Pakistan, Honorable Javed Umrani, to please come up and say a few words. Let's give him a round of applause.
Anjuman Safi Dawoodi Bohra community of Chicago, President and Board of Directors of Anjuman Safi Chicago, honorable officials, government leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good evening. I am honored to attend this lovely dinner and companionship of friends. Dawoodi Bohra community is a peaceful, highly educated, cultured, and law-abiding community whose members could be found in all parts of the world. Today's event of celebrating the Fitr and the Independence Day of the United States of America shows that your community is playing an important role, is important contribution to the country of your choice, which is United States of America, and to the lands from you come, or roots of your earlier generations. The Consul General of Pakistan will continue to work with Dawoodi Bohra community and other communities from Pakistan to bring closer the people of Pakistan and the people of the United States of America. You are a bridge between two cultures and countries. On this happy occasion of the Eid and the 4th July Independence Day of the United States of America, I wish you health, wealth and happiness. Thank you very much and shukriya.
Thank you, Consul General. And I must tell you, at times when our Sayyidina decides to go to Pakistan, the Consul has always been really helpful in making sure that visas. I know last year the year before when we did that. I think you guys issued like 400 visas in one day. And I think that was a record by itself because the council is very busy, so we always appreciate your help to the community and thank you for taking care of that. I'd like to recognize a few other people that are here from the consulate. We have Rabia Shafiq, will you stand up, a Deputy Consulate of the Pakistan Consulate. And I think I saw Ahmed Kareem, he's here as well somewhere. Is he hiding? Oh, Ahmed Kareem. He's the Commercial Consulate of Pakistan. So for any of you that might be interested in financing in Pakistan, that is your guy to talk to. So for those of you in the crowd from the community, if you want to invest a whole bunch of money in Pakistan, you've got somebody here who can take care of that, right? Council and stuff, right? 30%? Perfect. All right, next I would like to invite former Lieutenant Governor from the state of Illinois, Evelyn Sangiaki. Please come up and say a few words.
Hello, good evening. It's such a pleasure to be with all of you. Eid Mubarak. I was rehearsing all night because I was so excited to be invited. You see, I'm your former Lieutenant Governor and I served the state for the last 4 days. And I finished in January of this year. But I have a history with many of you already in this room because anytime you'd invite me to break bread with you, I will always be here. So thank you, Saludin Nurani. He was the one that invited me tonight. And it's such an honor for us to come together like this. And it makes me think about community and how it's so important. You know, we're celebrating 2 very important days. The ending of the fast, right? But we're also celebrating our independence. In fact, what we're celebrating is our freedom and our ability to do what we're doing here together with togetherness and brotherly love. And that's why I'm so glad and so grateful that you let me speak here today. It actually reminds me of December of last year, where our state celebrated its 200th birthday. And when you take a look at how we celebrated our 200th birthday, you saw Illinois. You saw every color, every religion, every dynamic that makes our state so diverse and so great. Because it's only when we are together that we are great. So thank you for inviting me to your festival today.
Thank you, Evan. At this time, I would like to invite, and before I actually invite our next speaker, I'd like to tell you, many years ago in our community, we started a lot of outreach programs. And one of the outreach programs that we started with was with the FBI through the Citizens Academy program. And many of us here are community members or part of that. I'm one of those that was very honored to represent the community. And that program has gone a long way. And a lot of that happens with the leadership of the local FBI office. So with that, it's my honor to invite Jeffrey Slett. He's the special agent in charge of FBI Chicago. Please come on.
Good evening. Amir, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very loud. I usually don't speak with microphones, so I apologize if I hurt anybody's ears. Amir, thank you for inviting us here today to celebrate with you. As our former Lieutenant Governor said, it really could not be any more appropriate to celebrate the end of your holiday with Independence Day, July 4th. Listening to the previous speakers and talking about a sense of community and diversity and contributions is extremely meaningful to me. I was the FBI's National Chief of Corruption and Civil Rights, and we are in extremely challenging times in this country. And people often ask me, what is the solution to the challenging times? And listening to the folks that have spoken here and the values of your community, that's exactly what the solution is. The solution is people giving each other a hug, people embracing each other's religions, and their ideas and their thought processes. And instead of us looking at ourselves as individuals and even individual communities, looking at ourselves as human beings and people that are contributing to the betterment of each other. So I know we have a limited time, and Amir, I don't know where you are. I don't want you to give me the hook. Amir, I want to thank you for your partnership with the FBI and also members of the community that have been involved with us. And thank you for having us here tonight. It's really an honor and privilege. And I'm so excited to learn more about your community, and what I've heard so far really embodies what I think the American people stand for, which is community and partnership and loving each other. So thank you.
Go back.
It's a little tradition from our community to give a shawl.
Yeah.
If I can ask Council General Umrani to please come up as well. I also ask the Lieutenant Governor to please come up. Thank you. So next I would like to recognize we have many community friends here. We have our friends from the Ahmadiyya community. Imam Zafarullah is here. Please stand up and be recognized. We have our friends from the Zoroastrian community. Please stand up and be recognized. We have our friends from the Thai Buddhist temple. Please stand up and be recognized. We have our friends here from Chinmaya Mission. Not here yet. Friends from Mecca Mosque. Friends from Jama Masjid. The Midwest Swami Narayan Temple. And now I'd like to start inviting some of our mayors. Our community is very well spread all over Chicago. We have quite a few suburbs that our community lives in. First, my personal favorite, just because he convinced me to open up my office in Oak Brook. So with that, I'd like to invite our friend, Dr. Gopal Lal Malani, Mayor of Oak Brook, to please come up and say a few words.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the village of Oak Brook, I feel so honored to be invited and included in this beautiful and august gathering this evening. And on behalf of my residents in Oak Brook, and many of you are actually here, I see quite a few, and many of them actually voted for me for the third time. I wonder why. That's a month ago. But I'm thankful, and on behalf of all of them, I extend to you my best wishes. And congratulations on the beautiful festivities that you're having this evening. The ending of the fast is a very holy and tremendous event, the conclusion of the Ramadan, and of course the Independence Day coming up next week. My master, many of you have heard him, Dada Vaswani, and many of your spiritual masters also from your congregation, they knew each other very well. As a matter of fact, I happened to be in Pune, India, at the time that they had met. Your spiritual guru as well as mine. And I know they were very fond of each other. I heard it from my master that he learned so much from him. My master passed away a couple of weeks before his 100th birthday last year. And your master actually, I believe, crossed 100 years. And that's what this is all about. This is a gathering of love and caring and compassion with each other. And both these masters, when I was there, I learned so much from the point of view of why is it that we are here on this planet. God sent us here to help each other. This is what it's all about. We are here to help each other, to give to each other. And more important than giving, my master also said, is forgiving. Forgiving is the highest form of giving. And this is what the celebration is about. It's to come together, get together, be together, and give to each other. And even forgive if I've done something wrong inadvertently. We are all one family. We really are. Somebody asked my master a question. I remember this conversation. What is it that we should do? And how is it that we should treat each other? My master said, there are no others. The question was, how do we treat each other? There are no others. We are all one family with one Almighty God. There are no races. It's not the race that you're thinking about, Edward. There is no race. There's only one race, which is the human race. There are no languages. There is only one language, the language of love. The language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. That's what the language is all about. There are no religions. I hope I don't shock anybody. There is a universality of all religions. And I'm so thankful, first of all, a word of gratitude before I conclude, to Rashida and Dr. Dahawala, who for the last several years never failed to invite me here. And they know, and you also know how much I enjoy coming here. I really feel at home here. I feel the love, I feel the vibrations that I get from all of you. This is a tremendous place to be. And I'm so happy that Rashida and Dr. Dahawala, who by the way is a cardiologist, always remember to include me for this celebration that you have every year. I thank you again on behalf of the village of Bohra for inviting me today. I really feel honored, and I have no other words to tell you except for the fact that we are all together, we are all one family. And please remember these 4 words. There are no others. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. A few other people I would like to recognize before I invite my next speaker. We have the Assistant U.S. Attorney for Illinois Common District, Terry Kinney. Terry, could you please stand up and be recognized? We have from Customs and Border Patrol, Kaleem Khan. Kaleem, your turn now. Let's recognize Kaleem. From the DuPage County Zoning Commission, Paul Haas. Paul. And then Trustee Savia Ford. Savia? Next, I would like to invite our Mayor of Darien, Joseph Marsich. Please come up and say a few words.
Thank you very much. It is truly an honor to be here tonight with you. As mayor of the city of Darien, I'm in my first term. I have served as 22 years as an alderman. And our former mayor, Kathleen Weaver, I know attended this function for many years. I'm hopefully going to carry on that tradition, and I truly appreciate the invitation. On behalf of the people of the city of Darien, I wish you well, and I believe that interfaith celebrations such as this are critical. You know, as I was listening to the description of the different occupations that so many of you hold, I didn't hear the word educator. I was an educator. I was a high school administrator, and I worked in schools for my entire career, and then I taught graduate school. As I was watching the children sing the national anthem, there was a little girl up in front, and I looked at her, and I smiled, and I waved, and she waved back at me. And then I realized that while it wasn't noted that there were teachers here, I thought to myself, we are all teachers, all of us. Our job as adults, as leaders of our community, as parents, if we role model that and they truly see that you will see more celebrations like this. And through education, we will overcome all the misperceptions that so many people have of one another. Again, my thanks to you for the invitation. Thank you, Yusef Shakari. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. He was most kind. He came to my office in Darien and sat there and invited me to come. I've never had an invitation given to me in person, so I want to thank you very much. And I must say you have a beautiful facility here, so thank you. Thank you, and let's have a wonderful evening tonight. Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite from the village of Burridge, Tony Sherpa, trustee. Please come up and say a few words.
Hello, good evening. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tony Schiappa. The pleasure of serving the residents of Burridge as a trustee. I got to be here this evening because our mayor is out of town, so lucky for me. I have to echo Dr. Al-Malani's words that there are no others. I tell you, I didn't know what to expect coming here, and I walked in through the doors and I felt nothing but love and warmth walking into this building. And I'm so excited to be here, and I wanted to thank you, Yusef and Amir, for inviting us here. And I'm so happy, and I look forward to our evening together tonight. Thank you.
Dr. Al-Malani, please. Joseph, please. you. Before I go forward, I'd like to recognize a few of the guests. Along with SAC Select, we also have, and if you can please stand up, Jeff Moore, Kevin Keatley, and Jay Marzek from the FBI. Let's give them a round of applause. The SAC has a lot of security with them today.
Very important.
Very important, right? Alright, next I would like to recognize we have quite a few people here from different realtor organizations. If I can please ask you all to get up and be recognized. We have different realtor organizations represented here. We have our friends from Truth Cemeteries. We have our friends from the Muslim Funeral Services. No, not here. And then we have many friends here from various community-based organizations. If you are here, please stand up and be recognized. Okay. All right, next I would like to recognize Mr. Imran Tatwani. He is the president of the Ismaili community. Imran, are you here? No, not here? Okay, stuck in traffic.
Oh, traffic is really bad.
I know Chicago traffic can be really bad. All right, now it's my pleasure. I know many of you are following what is happening in Washington, D.C. today. So we had quite a few of our congressmen that were slated to be here, but many of you who follow politics know that a lot of stuff has been going on in D.C. and unfortunately many of them are still in D.C. trying to get back home. So first, I would like to invite the District Director for Congressman Bill Foster, Hillary Deng, to please come up. Hillary?
Good evening. I'm here bringing greetings on behalf of Congressman Bill Foster. He represents the 11th District, where many of you live. He's so sorry he cannot be here. He loves these events, especially interfaith events in the community. They bring everybody together to learn from each other and to build community. I did want to wish you Eid Mubarak, and I'm very touched by the words, there are no others. Policies from your federal government should celebrate this ideal. Representative Foster will continue to work for all the people of this district and this country to make that ideal a reality. I have a story to share with you. We handle casework in our office. We have offices in Aurora and Joliet. And we recently received a request for a visa for a family member to come from a country that's still listed in the Muslim ban. And many forget about that ban and how it is discriminatory and how it should not be part of our federal policy. And that's something the Congressman will be continuing to fight to end. And I just wanted to let you know that if you need any assistance, we do have offices in both communities, and we're happy to assist you. And again, thank you so much for inviting us to be here, and congratulations on this beautiful event that you've been having annually. We hope to come again next year, and Congressman Foster along with me. So happy 4th of July, and Eid Mubarak. Thank you.
Our good friend, Congressman Sean Casten from the 6th District is also stuck on a plane as we speak. So I would like to invite Senior Advisor Gail Cheney to please come up.
On behalf of Representative Gaston, the Illinois 6th Congressional District, I bring his wishes for a wonderful celebration this evening. Representative Gaston had every intention of being here tonight. In fact, we changed his flight 7 times today to try to make that work, and he's in the air as we speak. The House was scheduled to complete its work earlier today so that he could have flown back in time. Unfortunately, that was delayed when the Senate refused to pass some legislation to address the humanitarian crisis at our southern border. And I know we've all seen these heartbreaking images and know the stories, the conditions for the children who are sick and suffering. So in a matter of days, the Department of Health and Human Services was expected to run out of money to care for these children and families. So in the richest country on earth, this is unacceptable. So he was among many of the members of the House who took a stand to try to provide sufficient funding to cover the work of federal programs and aid the workers who care for these children in need of assistance, while also protecting their rights and their dignity. Representative Gaston believes that what is happening at the border is a disgrace and not at all in keeping with the values of America, a land of immigrants. There are no others. So, while he hoped to be here to enjoy this vibrant tradition and express his gratitude for the Muslim community's contribution to the richness and diversity of our nation, I'm here instead. He has expressed many times how Muslims have been an integral part of America for over 400 years and serve our nation in so many important ways. So in anticipation of next week's Independence Day, Congressman Gaston wishes you all a happy 4th of July, Eid Mubarak, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Also want to thank our friends from the media. Vandana is always here from TV Asia. I know that's one of our favorite TV channels. So thank you, Vandana. You always make it a point too. So let's hear from you. At this time, I would like also to recognize in our audience the Consul General from Consul General of India, the Community Affairs Council, Mr. P.K. Mishra. Will you please stand up and be recognized? Mr. Mishra, if you could please have you come up to have a shower. Mr. Mishra, if you can please have you just come up to a shower.
No. He's a man of faith.
At this time, I would like to invite our friend from the Cook County Clerk's Office, from Kennedy Yarborough's office, Jamaica Davis. She's the Special Assistant to the Clerk for Government Affairs for Cook County Clerk, Kennedy Yarborough.
Hi, my name is Thank you. Well, good evening, first. I would like to thank Siraj for inviting the Cook County Clerk's Office today. And I wanted to say that this is a wonderful mosque. I'm mesmerized about it. I'm here on behalf of the Cook County Clerk, Ms. Karen A. Yarbrough. She sends her regrets. She's unable to attend tonight because she had 2 family emergencies, and her husband was going to come here tonight on her behalf. However, he had to go to Memphis, Tennessee for one of the emergencies, and she had to go to Washington, D.C. So I'm here to represent a resolution in honor on behalf of Karen A. Yarbrough, and the resolution states, resolution in honor presented by Karen A. Yarbrough, Cook County Clerk, to Benjamin A. Safety, the Dowdy Bohra community of Chicago, whereas the Cook County Clerk Office of the State of Illinois wishes to recognize the significant milestones and accomplishments of the citizens of Illinois and the County of Cook. And whereas the Dowdy Bohras are spread throughout India, Pakistan, East Africa, Europe, the Middle East, and the United States, and whereas the Dowdy Bohras Muslim community is led by His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Mufada Saifuddin, TUS, and has over 1 million members. And whereas Sayyidina encourages his followers to foster links that transcend the barriers of race and religion, and to remain loyal to the land of their abode as an article of their faith. And whereas His Holiness TUS has provided Dowdy Bohras and others with a foundation of faith and inspiration on which they have succeeded in every aspect of their lives, through personal example of pristine character, and be it resolved that I, Karen A. Yarbrough, Cook County Clerk, along with family and friends, do hereby deem it an honor and a pleasure to extend this celebratory resolution to Benjamin A. Safety, the Dowdy Borough Community of Chicago, with sincere congratulations and best wishes for many blessed, happy years to come. And be it further resolved that a suitable copy of this resolution be presented to Benjamin A. Safety, the Dowdy Borough Community of Chicago. Hereby submitted to Benjamin A. Safety, the Dowdy Borough Community of Chicago on this 27th day of June in the year of our Lord 2019. Signed by Karen A. Yarbrough.
Thank you. I would also like to recognize our Deputy Mayor of Willowbrook, Mike Martins. Please stand up and be recognized. At this time, it's my pleasure to invite the President of Cook County, Tony Breckwood, to please come up and say a few words.
Good evening. I am very grateful to be invited here tonight to be part of this celebration. I want to thank Normani for inviting me. He always tries to see that I'm in the right place at the right time, and I'm very grateful to him. You know, I think it's really important at this point in our country's history for those of us who are not part of the Muslim community to be sure that we stand in solidarity with those who are. You know, this is a very difficult time in our country's history, and what we see often is, especially emanating from the White House, kind of the worst that our country has been characterized as, the very worst. Intolerance, discrimination, singling people out to scapegoat them. And it's very important for those of us who are outside of the Muslim faith to say that this is wrong, and that it's unacceptable, and it's un-American, and that we as a country have to welcome and include all who are here. We have to accept the fact and be proud of the fact that this is a very diverse country, and that its diversity is its strength. And so I'm always grateful to be invited to places where folks are different from me, different from my faith tradition. because I think it's important that we all understand how critical it is that we respect each other's faith, each other's beliefs. We respect the different tribes that make up this country, and I mean tribe in the sense of race and religion and geography and ethnicity, and that we take every opportunity to speak to the importance of diversity, the importance of respect, the importance of celebration and inclusion. And so I'm grateful to be invited today, grateful to be part of the celebration, and I want to thank Narani again for inviting me. Thank you so much.
I know we were anticipating our mayor of Bolingbrook to be here, but I know he's stuck, but I would like to recognize if we please stand up Rashid from Bolingbrook. Khalid is a great friend of the community. He does a lot of our community lives in Bolingbrook, as you know, so thank you for always helping us as a community. You always come through for us, so I appreciate that. At this time, I know he's going to try to run away because he doesn't like being recognized. But I'm going to ask Saduddin and Rezuksana, the beautiful wife, please come on up. I know many of you know Saduddin, even though he comes from the Ismaili Jamaat, we borrow him at times like this and make him a Bohra. So this is one of those days. As you can see, he's dressed exactly like many of us. So thank you, Saduddin, and thank you, Chana, for always being there for us and always helping us. Before I invite my next speaker, I would also like to recognize Marina Umrani. She's the Council General's wife. So Marina, thank you for coming to our mosque as well. Get a shout from Marina as well. This has been a great evening, and at this time it is my honor and privilege to invite our esteemed leader of the community, Janab Naman Bhaisab Ruti. He is the head of our community. It's his guidance that allows us to host events like this, and I would like him to please come up and say a few words. Janab Naman Bhaisab Ruti.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It gives us great pleasure to welcome you amongst us. We are deeply honored that you have joined us today in celebrating Eid al-Fitr, a joyous occasion celebrating the end of a month of fasting, prayers, charity, piety in one's spiritual upliftment, and also the Independence Day, the 4th of July. We wish you all Eid Mubarak and a very happy Independence Day. We are Dawoodi Bohra Muslims who adhere to teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and follow religious as well as temporal guidance from our spiritual leader, the 53rd and present Dai Mutlaq, His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin Sahib. May Allah grant him long and healthy life. Amen. His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Muhammad Burhanuddin as well as his successor, His Holiness Dr. Sriram Fadl Saifuddin Sahib, nurture and guides the community through every facet of life, may it be religious, economic, social, or educational. Today, he is renowned world over as the ambassador of peace. His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Saifuddin himself, a great scholar and Chancellor of Aligarh Muslim University in India, has emphasized the importance of education, citing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace be upon him, talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslimatun. To seek knowledge is incumbent on all Muslim men and women. Sayyidina Saifuddin further states, education is one of the most important obligations in its pursuit. It can never be considered sufficient. His Holiness has also led the community from one primarily comprised of traders to one that articulates itself as a community of philanthropists, industrialists, entrepreneurs, and skilled and highly educated professionals. All committed to their Islamic values and principles. Their traditional Islamic appearance and dress code fronts a wholehearted embrace to modernity. In this way, the Dawoodi Bohra continue to adapt themselves in an exemplary manner to contemporary times, while ensuring that their traditions, culture, beliefs, and values remain vibrant, meaningful, and secure for the future. The Dawoodi Bohra reside in countries throughout the world. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has stated, Hubbul Watan Minal Iman. Love for your country is part of faith. His Holiness Sayyidina Saifuddin, like his illustrious father, the 52nd Al-Mutlaq, Dr. Sayyidina Muhammad Burhanuddin Sahib, has mandated upon Dawoodi Bohra to adhere, follow, and respect laws of the country that they reside in. This Islamic teaching of loyalty to one's country of abode is an article of faith for the Dawoodi Bohra, which enables them to take pride in the cultures and communities that they live in, without compromising their own identity. Engaging with the societies in which they live and work gives them an international outlook, and the value of which are shared globally by the community by its being close-knit. His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Saifuddin has also promoted and emphasized upon Dawoodi Bohras to be part of efforts in dealing with the contemporary issues such as environment, tree plantation, feeding the hungry, preservation of endangered species. We at Anjuman Sefi, Chicago, have taken initiative in accordance with His Holiness's wishes. We have a system in place, namely Federal Mawa'idul Burhaniya, to make sure no person in our community goes to bed hungry. We prepare under strict hygienic conditions about 175 tiffins, 5 days a week to be delivered or picked up. We are preparing to launch a program under umbrella of Project Rise. Project Rise is a philanthropic initiative by the worldwide Dawoodi Bohra community. As the name suggests, its core aim is to raise and elevate societies less fortunate in every aspect of life to such a level that they too become empowered to do the same for others. Members of our community will volunteer in collaboration with Feed My Starving Children, a non-profit organization to help eliminate hunger in children all over the world. And today, on this happy occasion, we take great pleasure in donating $2,330 towards this program. This year, in the holy month of Ramadan, 2001, he initiated conservation by distributing stainless steel beverage cups to our congregation free of charge to eliminate one-time use of foam and plastic cups.
Wow.
In our star dinners, we are very conscious of food wastage and have implemented zero food wastage policy, which we enforce strictly with the help of our young volunteers. Moreover, what little food waste remains is stored in a separate containers to be picked up by the waste management company to be converted into compost. Today, we have gathered here in the spirit of brotherhood, interfaith cooperation, and religious tolerance. We thank you full-heartedly for joining us in these efforts. You have honored us by coming here today, taking time out from your busy schedules. Your presence has pleased us tremendously. I would also like to, at this time, thank all our volunteers who made this event possible. In the end, we pray to Allah Almighty for the peace and tranquility for all mankind. God bless us all, and God bless the United States of America.
At this time, I would like to invite the representatives from Feed My Starving Children to please come up.
Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Rachel, and this is Kara. We work for a nonprofit called Feed My Starving Children. We're an international nonprofit dedicated to ending hunger in body and spirit. And so we have 3 locations here in Illinois, and we have an Aurora site. We're from our Schaumburg location, and one in Libertyville. And so we're 30 years old, and we pack a specific meal that gives a child or an adult all of their nutrients for the day. And we work with over 72 countries around the world and hundreds of partners that allow that food to get into the country and then gets to the children and the adults who need it the most. And so we are so grateful for the donation, generous donation that you guys have given us today. And I would like Kara to share how that is going to impact kids and adults all over the world.
So the generous donation of $2,330, I think we can agree is just amazing. But just so you understand really how far that goes, that means 9,708 children will receive a meal, which equates to 26 children receiving a meal every single day for an entire year.
Wow, beautiful.
Before I end, one final speaker, I would like to invite Sadia Covert to please come up. She represents the DuPage County Board as a trustee, and she has a message on behalf of the chairman. Sadia?
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sadia Covert. I am the DuPage County Commissioner for District 5, which is Naperville, Aurora, and Lyle. And I am here on behalf of Chairman Dan Cronin, who could not be here today. He apologizes that he could not be here today, but I know that he would if he could. Chairman Cronin loves, if he was here, I mean, he would say he loves the diversity in this room. He loves going to interfaith events. And he embraces diversity and inclusion. And this is actually seen through his actions. I'm not just saying it, through lip service, he actually does. Because I am the only Muslim and the first Muslim county board member in DuPage County. And his treatment towards me was compassion, generosity, kindness, and very accommodating. And I see in his attitude towards different people of different backgrounds. And he has invited different imams, welcomed different imams and Muslim speakers to come do dua and invocation. Has invited me to read passages of the Quran during the invocation portion of our county board meetings. So I have seen him embracing